Hola amigos investors, my name is Juan Estrella and I'm going to talk about Facebook. So let's get started. Okay, so we have now a Facebook. It is a social network platform. It sells ads on its social media platform. The main competitors we have are Apple, Google, Tencent Music Entertainment Group, and Amazon. The key factors to take in mind are that Facebook, they own Instagram, WhatsApp, Oculus VR, Mapillary, and Giphy. Okay, so now let's jump into the market. Okay, so currently we have a PE ratio of 31.73 dollars. The forward PE ratio that we have in the future for the next year, it will be 25.51. So yeah, it's a little bit higher than 20 that I want to expect, but at least it's not far away from that. For the price to book, we have a current $6.48 dollars. Yeah, no, not too shabby, not too high, but yeah, just to keep in mind. Okay. Now, insider ownerships, we have a 0.63%. That, even though that's low, yeah, that's a very that's enough percentage that we can just take in mind. Right now, we have an insider transaction. At least for the last 6 months, basically the employees, we were selling 11.21%. So this is something that also you can just keep in mind and think what's going on. At least it's telling me that there is something going on inside the company, and that's the reason the employees are just selling their stocks. For the institution ownership, we have a 79.80%. So yeah, that's very huge. And we have an institution transactions of basically on the last 3 months, the hedge funds were selling 0.26%. For the short float, we have a 0.97%, and short radio we have a 1.27. Now jumping to the trading view. Now we just have basically for the last couple of days, the stock was it closed at $267.57. So basically it was just lower than the average of the bullish indicator. That this is something that I would like also just to take in mind. And this is basically, that means there is another extra good opportunity that you can just buy the stock. Also, I just want to keep in mind that this could be lower, but yeah, we will just check if this one could go lower. At least we can just expect on the crash in the future measure of the crash of the market. Yeah, for sure we can just buy some couple of stocks. Now with the relative strength indicator, right now it's well, we cannot consider that it's overselling. Right now it's almost in the fair amount. It's basically are selling fairly, and right now it's almost to the points of the 45 points in this for this indicator. Now jumping to the sector median in comparison with the similar companies that we currently have against Facebook. Basically the median sector is 21.93%. So yeah, and actually for against the Facebook that currently we have a $28.59 dollars. Remember that this is a gap PE ratio, so this is something that you can keep in mind. Currently we have a higher, Facebook is higher than the average, something that also, this is one of the key points that you can just think if it's okay just to buy the stock. I wish just to have obviously below the average, but yeah, this is something that you can just keep in mind, that at least for the forward PE ratio it seems just a little bit higher. But now we can just go into the financials. Now we have an earnings per share of for at least for the last report in 2020 we have $2.75. Basically overcome the expectations from the investors. Basically over surprise 42.98%. So yeah, this is something good. And now we will just see the comparison from the last year. In 2019, for the same report for the last in comparison with the last year, we have $2.13 per share. In comparison, for the last quarter in 2020, we have $2.75. So yeah, this is another extra selling point that that's the reason is very convenient just to have at least a couple of stocks for Facebook. Now, I just want to mention that remember that this stock is only an opportunity for the because it's a growing stock. Currently, we don't they don't offer a forward dividend yield. For the last news that we have, basically in January 9, 2021, basically for Gabe Alpert, it mentioned that the top 10 S&P 500 stocks by the index weight. At least I just want to mention that right now Facebook currently it's is in the 4th place, something that you can consider that this is a very big player. It should be in the 5th place because actually, as you remember, Google has basically Google has 2 different stocks that is Class A and Class C. Yeah, so that's the reason it should be in the 4th place Google and in the 5th place Facebook. But currently, right now, it's like that. So yeah, I just want to give you a kind of summary about what is the top, at least the top 5. In the first place, we have an Apple with a 6.7%. Microsoft, we have a index weight of 5%. And Amazon, we have a 4.4%. The Facebook, they basically have an index weight of 2.1%. And finally, Tesla, many people they know right now who is Tesla, with an index weight of 1.7%. Okay, so now I just want to mention what is the resistance for this stock. As you see, there is a lot of movement for this current stock of the Facebook. So, okay, so yeah, we have also different resistance that I want to show you. First, we can just focus on the blue lines, as you see. Basically, something that is basically there is some resistance, and they just try to be in between the $267 and $280. But yes. Sooner or later, the resistance will broke, and actually it was also broke just a couple days ago. Now they just broke that specific resistance, the blue resistance, and now we have just actually this in the market it closed, and right now it was on 267 with 57 cents. And now we can just focus on the 3 lines and the 3 yellow lines. Basically, we have a lot of resistance for this stock, but at least for the 3 main resistance, we have the first one as between $277 average. The next one, we have an average of the $267 that is actually currently on that specific resistance. And hopefully we can just broke that resistance. It could go up to $257. So yeah, it would be a good point, at least for an entry point for the conservative people, and also for the people who wants to swing. If you like the swing trading, yeah, this is something that also you can just enjoy doing it. And finally, we just want to mention about the reports that we currently have for this stock. The weekly performance was minus 2.05%. The last month it was minus 5.59%. The last 3 months we have 1.44%, and the last 6 months we have 9.18%. The last basically in the last year we have an average of 22.70%. And finally, for at least for the month of January, we had a minus 2.05%. Okay, so yeah, and now thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you like it. Please just put me in the comments what specific stock you want me just to analyze, and well, we can just check together. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next video. Bye.